Hey guys, it's Malon or MalonB, and I just want to make a quick update while I have the chance. My son is actually with my husband right now. They went out to grab lunch. He has been feeling a little sick the last couple of days. Well, all he really has is a runny nose, so it's just been really like running all day, every day, which has made his nights kind of miserable. Like during nighttime, it will wake him up because he can't breathe that well, and also like I guess maybe it's too much information, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows how being sick is, where sometimes your nose is so runny that it like goes down your throat, and it's this whole thing about swallowing or whatever. So anyway, nighttime is pretty bad. It has been the last couple of days. He's been waking up a lot, so that means he's been coughing a lot, and every time I have to clean his nose because otherwise it's still an issue, of course. So a lot of having to be getting out of the bed, in and out. We're both tired. So I think he's feeling a little better today, which is why my husband took him out. It's actually not been that cold lately. Even though it's still cold, like today, I think right now was around 30, below freezing still, but doable. So just to get out of the house for a bit, since we've been cooped in here for quite, well, it was not the longest time, but a couple of days or so, again, because of the cold and also because he's being a little sick, I guess. And I just needed a break as well, because it's mostly me, as you guys know. I'm at home all day with him, so it's mostly me, and the break is awesome. So anyway, if you guys have followed me on Instagram, or if you have seen my last few videos, you know that I was going to release, and actually it is released, the two versions of the fingerless gloves, the crochet version and the knit version. Because I'm going to be updating this probably directly to YouTube from my tablet as opposed to having to go edit somewhere, I don't know if I will be able to actually plug the links down below. I never really tried putting links when I do it directly, so I don't know how that's going to work. But if that does not work, or if I do not have the links down below, they are free patterns on Ravelry. Again, there is a crochet version and a knit version as well. If that doesn't work, the links, then I will be leaving my Ravelry name down below, which is MalonB, so you can just search me up that way, search the patterns up that way. Or I named the patterns Crochet Pop Fingerless Gloves, and the knit version is just Knit Pop Fingerless Gloves. So yeah, go check it out. Again, they are free patterns, and that was my patterns that I published for January, which is awesome because actually I did it. It was the last day, but they are out, so that is good. With that leads me to my next work in progress, which is, I already showed you guys, I believe, my last video. I showed you guys my pattern, which was the knitted cowl for this month, and I'm working on the second one. So if you guys have seen my last video, you can go check it out. The first one I made, the whole concept of the cowl is a very easy seed stitch cowl. Again, very easy, and the whole thing about it is that you put like a bow on it, and you have like I want to say a line in the middle of the cowl that looks like, you're tying the bow around it. Again, go check it out. I don't have it with me right now, but this is the second one I'm working on. It's not a second version, it's just the second one I'm working on, and I'm actually using some variegated yarn, and this is, I don't know if it's fingering weight but it's a lighter weight of yarn, as you can see. So I'm using a double. The pattern will be for worsted weight yarn, and this is how it is turning out so far. I actually do not know if for like this second one I'm going to be making it just this color, or if I'm going to be doing the bow thing, like that section of color in the middle, and then add the bow on it. I definitely want to add a bow on it, but I don't know, again, if I want to do that section in the middle of it. And the yarn I'm using looks like this. I think I do have the label for that. It is from Cascade Yarns, North Shore Prints. Sorry about the noise there. And does it have a name? It's 100% acrylic. I don't know if it has a name or not. It just has a color lot. So anyway, this is what the yarn looks like. And again, it's pretty thin. So I'm doubling it up since the pattern will be made for worsted weight yarn. And again, it's just simple seed stitch, which I love it. I love seed stitch. It's reversible. It's very easy. It doesn't purl. I love it. So once I'm done with that, again, not sure if I'm going to be doing a section in the middle. I'm going to probably make the bow either one of those colors. I mean, brown or blue or something. I'm pretty sure you guys will see it, of course, when I'm done. So that's my work in progress right now. And I do have one finished object that I made with some yarn I got in my last haul. If you guys have not seen the video, or if you have not seen my Instagram picture when I upload a picture for that, it's using this yarn, Copenhagen. And again, I don't know if that's how you say it correctly, but the colorway I used is called, I think it was lime something. Oh, lotus. And actually I used pretty much all of it, which is awesome because it wasn't planned. I was hoping to use almost all of it, but I ended up doing so. This is how much I have left. And I love this one because it reminded me of hand spun. Just because how the way the colors work up. And this was a thick yarn. What size was this? Super bulky. I actually had to get, oh, see, I didn't bring you guys the hooks that I got for this. They recommended a 10mm or P hook, which I didn't have anything that big, so I went to get a P hook. I got a set of 4. I think it goes from P and then 4 below that, whatever that is. Again, I forgot to bring it to show it to you guys. So this is what I made. I made a cowl, and I love how the colors just, you know, go through this. I love it. So I wanted to do something, I actually tried a number of stitches for this. I wanted to have something where the stitches don't leave like a gaping or big holes in the middle. Since being a cowl, of course, I wanted to avoid the wind going through. But I also wanted to have something else, which is why I did it kind of like ribbing, which this is just simple single crochets, and then single crochet every row in the back loop, which is what gives it the ribbed texture. Love it so much. And I got just the right length. And again, look at those colors. I love how the colors just, you know, blend into each other. I really like it. So I plan to wear it like this, so I can wrap it around twice around my neck. Really like it a lot. You guys know I like tighter cowls as opposed to looser ones, so I'm definitely looking forward to using this. And I finished this maybe a couple of days ago. It took me like, yeah, I would say like maybe a couple of days to finish up, since my son has been home for almost the whole week. Which that's like another rant about how much school he missed, because it's just been so cold around here that it wasn't even that we got snow the whole week, because we didn't. But the temperatures were so cold, like below freezing, that they just canceled school because of how cold it was. So, I mean, I definitely get the logic behind it, but at the same time, it's like, I want to say that I need a break, because it's been a while since I've been with him at home all day, every day. Like, he doesn't have to go anywhere. And I mean, you know what? It actually has not been that long, because it was the same like 2 weeks off for the holidays, you know, Christmas and New Year. So it hasn't been that long. But I just want to say that I definitely miss my breaks when he's at school. I have time to do other stuff around the house where it's kind of hard or difficult to do while he's here, or I can't do while he's here just because he follows me. He wants to, you know, do or be where I'm at, and sometimes that's not possible and all that. So anyway, it's been busy for me. It's been a little tiring for me, especially with him being sick. Like I said, the last couple of nights have been pretty bad nights for both of us. I still co-sleep in his room. He has his crib, which fortunately he still has not climbed out of yet, so he's still in there. and I have a bed next to that. So I sleep with him still. Also, especially since he's been sick, if he doesn't wake up coughing, or if he doesn't need his nose cleaned, he would still wake up and he would look for me, like as sleepy as he is, he would open his eyes just slightly, enough to know or enough to see that I am there, and then he would go back to sleep. So yesterday actually, he didn't nap because he woke up kind of late. The night before was so bad that he woke up close to 9, like 9 in the morning, which for him is pretty late since his usual is around 7:30. So because he woke up so late, he didn't take a nap, and he went to bed early that night, which was around, I think it was around 7:30. By 7:30 he was out, which was good, right? Usually that's great because that gives me time to do stuff that I want or need to do while he's asleep. But because he's been waking up, so often, like once every hour, once every half an hour, 45 minutes, just depending, I just like had to also go to bed at that time, which was great and not so great because I guess I got rest. I did a lot of random browsing. I want to call it pointless browsing because my thing is not just Facebook, but if there's like no YouTube videos to watch, if nobody has updated or posted a new video, then I usually go to Facebook and I watch the videos there. I like how random they are. Some are interesting, some are funny. I'm pretty sure you guys have checked it out. So that is my pointless browsing. And it sucks because I can just pass hours and hours, or I don't even realize that it's been, an hours gone by, and it doesn't seem like it. But anyway, I did much pointless browsing, and then I finally watched a movie. We don't do Netflix anymore just because we haven't watched it very much in quite a long time. So right now we are doing Amazon Prime. So I'm just watching some movies there. Actually, I finished watching a movie that I started probably last week sometime. So at least it was something, but again, not the best because I wanted to do something more. I wanted to do so much more while he's napping, but it's just too much going up and down the stairs every time he wakes up. So let's see how he does today. I think he's feeling a little better. The other thing that kind of sucks with that is that he's not eating. Like, he doesn't want to eat. He wants to eat very minimal. He's already kind of a little picky about what he eats, but I guess being sick, he doesn't feel that well. He's barely eating. He ate maybe yesterday, he ate maybe one meal, as opposed to like the 3 he would normally do, like 3 meals and a snack. He ate maybe one full meal yesterday, which, I know it's probably pointless that I worry about it because I can't really, shove it in his mouth. And even if I do, he'll spit it out. So that's not really an option. There's probably no point in me, I guess, not that I get mad about it, but, or annoyed, but it kind of feels like that sometimes. Like I'm just like anxious or worried that he's not eating, especially being sick. I want him to eat. I want him to get better as soon as possible. So I'm trying to maintain that low key for myself and just, have him eat whenever it is that he wants to eat. And hopefully he chooses good things to eat as opposed to, I want to say stupid stuff like, like crackers or rice. I mean, they're great, but mostly I would say they're filler foods that they don't really have that much nutritional value or whatever. So, but at least he's eating, I guess. So anyway, hoping that passes soon. His nose seemed to be doing a little better today as far as how often I had to clean it. So again, hoping that passes soon. He has been a little warm as well, but not really having like fever yet, which I hope he doesn't, of course. So again, today is Saturday. I'll try to have this up pretty soon as I'm done filming, and we don't really have any other plans. I'm really glad the weather is supposedly, by the app I checked, it's not going to be as cold anymore. So we probably will be starting to go back out. And then maybe go take a walk outside or just go out with him in general. And on Monday, I think it's a teacher work day. So again, no school on Monday. another day off, but I'm hoping that once that passes, then his schooling just gets back to normal, and I can count on that time to do anything else I need to do. So anyway, that is the pattern I'm working on for this month. I'm hoping to, since it's such a simple pattern, I'm hoping to have it out, or at least up to you guys, like for testing, if anybody wants to test it at all, around the 15th. And then I'm actually brainstorming what the pattern for March will be. March, right? Yeah, March. So it should be a fun one, I think. I'm thinking it may be crochet, but to be honest, I have a few that are still in my mind. I don't know which one I will pick, but it may be a crochet one as well. And actually, I wanted to do like a wrap-up video for last month. I don't know if I will, because I don't think I ever did a video about sharing my goals for this year, and I'm not really having a goals, like main goals for the year, as opposed to just having smaller goals for each month. So I'll have to see. I'll have to see if I want to do that. Something else lately that I've been doing is I've been looking into recycling stuff, or yeah, like recycling as in actually leaving it out for the trash truck or whatever, or the recycling truck to pick up, things to recycle, as well as me reusing things. For example, right now I was working on cleaning out, or cleaning the labels of glass jars, because we do get a lot of jarred stuff, where usually I don't want to say toss, because we don't usually toss it, but I don't reuse it either, because it's the labels on it are very hard to remove, and I just don't know if I need so many little jars everywhere. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about jars from like pickles, or tomato sauce, or olives, stuff like that. We have a lot of those. So I've been trying to, actually I think I did a pretty good job at figuring out how to remove that really gross sticky stuff the labels see behind, or some labels themselves that wouldn't budge until I figured out or tried different ways to do that. So for that, you guys, now I have to think about what I want to reuse them for. So especially if you're into crafting, any other crafts, as well as yarning crafts, of course, or if you use them around the house, what is it that you reused those size jars for? Give me some tips or suggestions. I do have, I think, most of the tops, like the tops of the jars, but I think some I do not. So if you guys, oh, and what do you do with them? Because I found the tops to be kind of ugly. So do you paint them? I mean, what do you do with them? I hope you guys share with me. I'm going to be browsing other different ways to use them as well. Otherwise, I'll probably just end up, yeah, like recycling them. But I think that's all for now, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.